What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Infinity Kingdom video, and today guys we're going to be talking about how you go ahead and attack one of these big forts in the game and take it over, and we're doing it right now. What's going on, guys? So yeah, today we're going to be talking about attacking one of the big forts in the kingdom and claiming a section of the map for yourselves. Now first of all, just going to say this video is sponsored by Yuzu Games at Infinity Kingdom, so thank you so much for reaching out once again to bring you some awesome content from the game. Now our alliance is doing really well. It's starting to thrive. We've been going for over a week now, and yeah, things are starting to really pick up. Everybody's growing really nicely. So you then start to look at some of the other objectives in the game. Yes, you can solo attack other castles, and you can destroy them and make them teleport away. But the real goals here are taking over territory, taking over land, because if you take over these forts and claim parts of the kingdom, you know, they actually offer you some pretty interesting boosts, anywhere from gathering boosts all the way up to attack boosts, until eventually you get to that big fort in the middle of the map. But let's take a look at exactly what's going on right now. So you can see that I'm currently sending in one of my marches against this level 20 castle next to me. And basically the goal here is to try and remove those red castles that are really close to the big castle or big fort in the middle. Try and move them away to open up space so our alliance can port castles in and get nice and close to the big fort in the middle. We want to try and take as many spots as we can around it. Now every time I hit this castle and burn it, I'm hitting the garrison and I'm hitting a few of the troops in the training ground, but I'm also reducing its prosperity. You can see its prosperity is down to 3,377, and when that hits 0, it's going to teleport that castle straight out of there. It's quite a nice feature. So again, the game mechanics are slightly different to other games like this. There it goes. Because it's not about just completely zeroing the targets you're hitting. It's about, you know, taking up land, occupying space, more territory. It kind of reminds me of Risk, the board game. I don't know if you've played that before, guys, but it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So again, I'm looking for my next target. It's going to be Nicolette, unfortunately, this castle next to me. Again, I'm going to hit this one. Again, just try and make some space. You can see, not just myself, but my alliance that's ported in here are making short work of taking out some of these castles. They do have some big players, but, you know, you can't be everywhere at the same time, right? So we've taken full advantage of the fact that there isn't too many big players around this fort, and hopefully going to get a successful siege going here. As you can see, this castle is on fire. And hopefully we're going to be teleporting this castle out very soon, down to 2,800 prosperity. You can see that the guys next to me, Nexus is taken out. Nexus is about to be ported out. Nicolette takes another hit. We've got another player ported in too. It's good. We're starting to surround the area, which is really nice. Now, this is the first time we're actually going ahead and attacking one of the big forts. Still, even us are new to the game. We're still learning the game mechanics. And it took us a few moments to just clock on to exactly what we have to do. So while we're continuing to hit these other castles, let me just explain. The first thing we're going to need to do when it comes to attacking the main fort in the middle, that big one, is the first thing we need to do is siege the wall. We're going to have to attack the wall. Now, as a defender of a fort, you can put your garrisons in around the edge of it and basically, you know, help defend the wall, stop the wall from going down as quick. That is something you can do as a defender. But as an attacker, ultimately you need to break down the wall. It'll have a good amount of HP, so you're going to need your whole alliance online hitting it with you. Okay, it does take a lot of attack power, so you need to make sure you do save up some before you do something like this. Once you have broken the wall down, there will be, depending on the level of the fort you're attacking, of course this is a level 3, you know, there is actually some garrisons already inside that fort. Now they're not put there by the players themselves, there just is like NPC garrisons inside there. Don't get me wrong, like the defending alliance can come over and put more garrisons in of their own, which they didn't do on this occasion, so we got super lucky. Well, we thought we got lucky. You'll find out what happens a little bit later on as to how lucky we actually were. But yeah, no, once you've broken that wall down, you then have to defeat a set of garrisons inside the castle, and if you manage to defeat them by the time the time runs out, you do claim the fort, and it will shield up for 30 minutes. And then of course, if anybody else wants to come and take your fort off you, they have to go through that same process. They have to go through the process of breaking the wall, defeating the garrisons, and also defeating castles that surround the castle too. As you can see, I'm just firing off a rally right here against this Spud King guy. A really cool feature in Infinity Kingdoms is that you can launch your rally in like 10 seconds as long as it's full. You can let it go early, which is a really nice feature. In some games you have to wait a whole period of time before your rally walks. Well, no, not here. If you fill your rally up and it's ready to go, you can launch it straight away. And this level 20 castle's in big trouble. We've got another one of our players ported in now. You can see we're starting to surround the fort. Spudkin's about to get popped away. Here we go. Let's get him. And there he's gone. Okay, so as you can see, TWK have pretty much surrounded it. We've got some castles down the bottom right corner we need to defeat. But we're going to jump forward now to when the actual fort attack begins. Let's go. Okay, guys, night time is upon us. Okay, the battle during the day was against the castles, which we won. And now the real battle begins. We're now attacking the fort. And as you can see, we're targeting the edges, like the outside squares. You can't hit the inside squares just yet. You have to go for the outside ones. Now, in my first march, I sent right across to the other side wall, but I'm actually going to start targeting the wall that's close to me. As you can see, I'm just literally targeting the wall right next to my castle so I can get in and out really, really quickly. And there we go. There's March going in now. Doing some pretty good damage. I'm taking it down around about 1,000 per hit, which is really, really good. Now, this started to go quite smoothly at first as far as the wall attack goes. You can see the HP is going down nicely. We're not hitting no troops here because nobody's garrisoned anything. We're just literally hitting the wall and breaking the wall up. And for the first part of this, nobody contested. We literally sat there and started attacking the wall. It was all going great. As you can see, the HP's down to 35,000. It's dropping nicely. More of my players are coming in to help. It looks crazy. I know, right? It looks like an absolute ant's nest going on of attacks, but I can assure you it's relatively organized in the sense that we know what we need to do. We need to break that wall down. It's pretty big. There's a lot of traps in there as well, so we need to try and keep doing that. You need to make sure you continuously are healing. You see me healing there, right? You need to make sure you continue to do that, otherwise you'll end up with all your troops in your infirms and no troops available to attack, of course. Now, like I said, this did start to go okay. We broke the wall down pretty well. As you can see, we're about 50% in at the moment. However, it didn't go completely to plan because after a short while, we did get contested. Okay, guys, as you can see, the wall is down to 2,000 HP. It's about to break. It's got 1,000 left, 500,000. It's been a team effort so far, but boom, the wall is down, and now you can see the garrisons. There's 19 garrisons in each of those 4 squares. And what you need to do now, of course, is send your armies. Your whole team has to send your armies in. But look at the top of the screen. We now have someone porting in on us at the last moment here. Just as we start our final assault on this castle, this Metatron guy ports in. Level 26 castle. This guy is going to be pretty thick. He's going to be higher research potentially, higher stats. I do throw a solo attack at him to just try and do some damage. It doesn't go well. Most of my troops died on that assault. As you can see, I now have 9,000 in the infirms. But, you know, just trying to do my best to stamp my authority on the moment, on the situation, shall we say. But this guy comes straight in and starts attacking us, and there is not much we can actually do. Nobody's got a garrison. There you go, I'm about to be attacked now. Nobody here has got a garrison strong enough to be able to defend against this guy. So now it just becomes down to a matter of time. Can we continue to do enough damage to these garrisons while we're also being attacked by the enemy faction? It's going to be interesting. Then the thing is, my gems are starting to run low and I can't refill my prosperity meter. You know, when you get attacked, your prosperity meter starts to go down. Well, before it gets to 0 and you get random teleported out, you can use gems to fill it back up again so you can stay in that spot. It has its like negative side to it and positive. The positive is you don't get ported out, so you can continue to stand there and attack the fort. The negative is they're going to continue to hit you and farm you for resources and do more damage to your troops in your training camp. It's kind of a win and loss situation, but I definitely don't want to be I definitely don't want to be ported out just yet because I'm constantly trying to attack this. I am putting my best march in there as a garrison to try and defend, but it's just not going to be enough. He's too strong. So anyway, while this guy seems to be focused on me, I'd rather keep him focused on me. Everybody else is continuing to focus on those garrisons. Look at them. They are starting to destroy them. We've got 5 garrisons in the bottom left-hand side. We've got 10 in the top right, 9 in the bottom right, and 18 in the top left. Really doing well at the moment. The guys are continuing to focus on the mission at hand while Metatron continues to come in and attack me. He's he's gone for me because I guess I was the highest might player sitting here. I did just gem my prosperity as well, so I didn't get teleported out. And I'm continuing to focus on the job at hand, focusing on the big fort. One thing I do like about this game though is the fact that you don't necessarily get zeroed, in the sense that, you know, a lot of your troops go to the infirms. Yeah, you do get some reds, but it's not massive. Like, even after this war had happened and taken place, I took a look at my castle and the troop situation, and I really wasn't down that many troops, probably about 20,000 troops or 30,000 possibly, from the few hits that I took where I lost troops. But ultimately, it wasn't nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. My might did go down quite heavily, but that's just because I removed the troops from my other 2 marches. Once I put those back in, my might went back up over 200,000. So yeah, I really like the fact that I was able to do this. The biggest issue I had, I guess, was relocating, was filling my prosperity meter up, running out of attack power and not having the gems to, you know, replenish that attack power and keep attacking. But I certainly am doing the best I possibly can. I'm trying to put my garrison in and defend at times when he's coming at me. I'm trying to help them attack those garrisons. There's only a few garrisons left on the bottom 2, 8 on the top right, 15 on the top left. They're doing an amazing job here. Look at all the marches coming in. And again, this is why I say you can't do this on your own. You need to be with an active alliance to even think about doing an attack like this. I think people in the Kingdom chat were quite surprised that we actually went over and took this from the, or attempted to take this from the Red Kingdom with just us. They were saying in the Kingdom chat, I was quite surprised you guys went over and done that. Now I'm having a big problem right now because my infirms have got my troops in. I can't refill my garrison right now because I haven't got the troops available in my training camp. And this guy is hitting me and hitting me and hitting me. And eventually it's too much. I can't take any more. And I am random ported out of the area. There I go. Now I automatically get a 30-minute shield because I'm at my prosperity. I also get a whole bunch of resources coming in. Look at this. You get given a bunch of resources once you get ported out, which is really nice actually. It allows you to go ahead and train some troops and make your castle stronger, so that's a pretty good thing. And then I need to go back and check, see what's going on. So it's now turned into daytime. As you can see, the fight has gone through the night and the battle continues in next to this fort. So we do need to keep fighting, keep going on. We're doing a really good job so far. There's another march coming into that top left-hand garrison. Is that going to be enough to take it out? Here comes Fluffer. He's going in. Is it going to go? It's a victory. No, more marches coming in. They've literally all attacked that top left-hand garrison. And there it is. Okay, great. So we now have 3 of the sections of the fort. This is looking really, really good right now. It looks like we might actually hold this. You can see that the Reds are now coming in and attacking our garrisons that we've put in. I did send a small 9,000 troop garrison over there, but I'm miles away. I can't relocate back over because I'm out of gems. So I can't relocate back over. I've just sent a march from distance to try and help out, but it's like 6 minutes away. It's not going to be able to get into the fort and help, unfortunately. So right now I'm just a bystander at this point. I came in, I've done as much damage to the wall and garrisons as I could before I got ported out, and now it's up to my alliance now to finish off the job. And as you can see, they're still attacking those garrisons. You can still see marches going in. They're doing a really good job. They've only got 3 left in the top right hand corner. Fluffer's still getting attacked by that stealthy castle to the left. And my guys are starting to get ported out. We did lose quite a few people. They got ported out of the area. But we're trying to hold on. They're down to 2 garrisons in the top right hand side. And we did have green castles port in, but unfortunately the green castles that did port in didn't help us. They did attack us, which is a shame. because although to be fair, we did attack some green castles as well when we first started, but I think we were just learning the game mechanics and stuff. Now we know what we're doing, attack blue, attack red kind of thing. We started doing that, and we were kind of hoping they would like help too, but unfortunately they didn't. But look at this, the shield goes up, and we managed to win it. We got it. A level 3 city attack has been completed, and boom, we got it, which is awesome. And that gives us an extra 2,000 wood per hour, and it gives us some gathering speed when you're in this region, which is really, really nice. And as you can see, this was a full-on frontal assault into red territory. We literally just went bang, straight into the middle of red territory, and took them out. Now the shield that comes up lasts for 30 minutes and then it opens. So potentially, you know, unless you're going to sit there and defend that fort, then the Reds could come back and take it after because we're not leveled up enough yet. But we managed to take on a level 3 fort and we managed to win it and completely get it. So really, really happy about that, guys. Anyway, that's my action I've got for you today. I hope you really did enjoy it. It certainly was a lot of fun playing. And I'm sure I'll be bringing you some more action from Infinity Kingdom really, really soon. Don't forget to leave a nice big fat like on the video, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe. There is also a link down below for you to download Infinity Kingdom and try it for yourself. That's going to be it from me for today. So until the next time, stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.